Hi everybody, how you doing? This is Mike the Bike with a stealth tutorial mission in Ghost Recon Wildlands. Okay, before we actually get into it, those of you who are thinking about doing stealth missions, there are a few things you really need to understand and need to take into account before you attempt any kind of assault on a base this size with an enemy this size. Today we're taking on Unidad in tier 1 and we're on extreme stealth, and I'm only going to be using a pistol after I've taken out these two guards. Okay, so number one rule when you approach a base is to get nice and high and take out any snipers from any towers or anybody on the cliff or anybody who can oversee any operations going down on the ground below.
Top of the tower.
So we're taking out these two snipers. The next thing to do is get a little bit closer. In this case we're going to travel up the main road, and there are a couple of other things you need to do if you're playing with teammates. Now, for those of you who play with teammates, they know how frustrating and how awkward that can be. I did go for a period of just actually playing on my own, but I really missed the sync shot and the 3 lives. So the first thing you need to do when you're playing with teammates is to get them to hold on the periphery of the battle area, like I'm doing here. Okay, here is another little tip if you're going into a base like this. This is a little insurance policy. If you muck it up and reinforcements are called in, they're going to come up this road, so we're going to lay down a few mines as a little surprise for them. Now you'll see me going over to this nice little area over here where we can actually tell our teammates to hold and to stay there in case I need them, and they won't interfere with any of the operations. Too many times I've got into a mission on stealth and they've come roaring past and got on the roof and gone right out into the courtyard and messed up the mission. So now what you need to do is to halt them on the periphery, and there they will remain until I need them or until I finish the mission, because having the 3 sync shots if you need it and having the 3 lives is infinitely better than 1. Okay, the next thing to do is to send up your drone and find out what it is we're actually dealing with here. Okay, this is Unidad. Love taking on Unidad. Okay, so now we'll use rebel spotting and we'll see just how many enemies we're facing.
Just spotted one with submachine guns.
Yeah, they've all got submachine guns, mate. Did you not notice? Don't forget the one by the stack of tyres. So there we have all our enemies spotted, and a little tip here: this rebel spotting power 1, power 2 doesn't always work. You may find yourself coming unexpectedly upon somebody in the camp that hasn't been spotted, so we'll be using the drone quite extensively throughout the mission to try and find out where everybody is and to see what we're up against, so there's no nasty surprises. Okay, we're coming up on the camp entrance now. Time to go stealth. Here I'm using the Ladykiller, which is absolutely an amazing little weapon. Accurate up to about, 100 meters. Quiet, deadly. One little tip about Unidad: they're heavily armoured guards. If they're unaware of your presence, they'll go down on the first shot. The more they become aware of your presence and they're hunting you, then it takes quite a few shots to take them down. So you need to really remain hidden. One more mine for our Sicario friends. And now we're entering the base. Little side gate here. If you're going to go stealth, I really can't stress enough about the importance of being patient. Being involved in the whole immersive experience and being patient and planning things out is part of the enjoyment for me. Many years I played Thief: The Dark Project and all the Thief games, and this taught me how to do things like this, and that's why I like Wildlands. It's got all the elements there which I really like. Sometimes you can go Rambo. I prefer to do it this way and take my time and really use good tactics, and it's far more satisfying. Okay, he's down. All right. What I'm doing now, I'm methodically working my way around the edge of the base. I know where I want to be, and I know where they are now. We can see them there. And we're just taking our time. There's no rush, and we're just being very deliberate and getting it done. That Ladykiller really is something else. To get hold of the Ladykiller, you have to defeat Antonio. Okay, now this is inevitable. You've been, a dead body's been found. They don't know where you are, okay, so they're not going to come rushing over to you, but I suggest you retreat and lay low and let them search while they do their thing, and then eventually they'll call it off, and there's no need to engage them. There's no need to engage. Let them do their thing, they'll find there's nothing wrong, and they'll resort back to their normal behaviour. Here's where you've got to have a little bit of patience. Okay, it's all gone yellow. And again, what this also does, this splits up the packs of people as well. They'll come, if anybody you've missed comes, they'll bring them out of their tents or their buildings, and so you can actually see them again. So again, I advise using the drone extensively to see how things change and where people are. Okay.
Eyes on the package.
So there's our objective. We have a chopper there as well. Okay. So they will shout and they will come and find you, and as long as you're not seen, then it's not really a problem. Like I say, sometimes it is inevitable that you're going to get, this is going to happen. But don't worry about it. Just disengage, hide, and wait for them to disperse and resort back to their normal routine, as they've done here. Okay, so effectively, that's all over now. Oh, we've got some more people coming down here. I make extensive use of diversion lures to lure people out and to bring them out into where I want them so I can dispose of them. Once again, the drone, just, you need to see where everybody is. You need to be patient, you need to be observant, and you need to just wait your time, wait it out until the opportunity is right to strike. Okay, we're going to take this guy down now. The suppressor on the Ladykiller is pretty good at masking the sound. If you were using another rifle, I only use the TAR-21 and the HTC and the Ladykiller. That's the only three combinations I use. I don't use anything else. But I'm only doing this mission with pistols because I like the challenge. And I will use sync shot if I really have to, and I use a sniper rifle if I really have to. But mostly I like to do my missions with pistol and go in nice and quiet and just methodically take them all out and complete the objective. Okay, so now we're going down the bottom part of the base. We're going to wait our time. We have somebody walking down the hill now, and he's our next target. Another thing you have to watch out for in Wildlands, especially with Unidad and anybody else for that matter, you can't just shoot people willy-nilly. If you shoot somebody, there's a good chance the body's going to be found. So you have to really use your drone and really sort of like bide your time until you can drop somebody where they're not going to be seen. So no one, well, if anybody else comes down that hill, I'm going to have to drop them so they don't find the body. The bodies do actually disappear after a period of time. Okay.
We're still good.
Okay, now we're going to advance up the hill. Again, you have to be aware that the spotting may not have picked up a few people, that buildings could contain people that aren't marked. They also provide good cover for helicopters. He's passed. Nothing to report. I use the edge and the periphery quite a lot on any base that I enter, and quite often I'll crisscross and create diversions and run around and really confuse them. If I'm playing with somebody else, then a two-pronged attack is very, very good for splitting groups of people up and confusing them. But as I'm on my own here, I have to just make do. Okay, so now we're advancing up the left side of the base. Everything else there is cleared. I've cleared a path, there's nothing behind. All I have to be aware is people on the right. Okay, I've taken down that sniper. There actually is a machine gun nest at the top of that hill, and I've got to be careful not to be seen by him. Okay, patience is a virtue. Use your drone, stay crouched, stay prone. There's no rush, and that's half the enjoyment for me of being immersed in all this, and you really can feel the tension sometimes. I used to feel that in Thief, and I felt it in this game quite a lot, and it's really good, and it's well worth it. Tactics, stealth is where this game is at.
The drone is up. Great. Mortars. I got eyes on a mounted weapon.
Now, I could just use sync shot here and dispose of everybody as I want, but where's the fun in that? I've done all that, and it gets a bit too easy after a while. I've been playing this game now for about 18 months. I've reached the top of the tier twice. I'm currently playing with somebody else at the moment, and we're enjoying going through that stealth on extreme. We're doing very much the same as we do here, but playing with somebody else, if you can find somebody else who can play in your style and is as a team player, it's very rewarding. But I do like playing on my own. It's just me against them, and it's pretty good. I've done this mission a few times, by the way. I kind of know the mission, but if you follow the rules I laid out earlier on about getting high, a vantage point, using a drone, taking out the stragglers on the periphery, and then going down and mopping up, then you should be okay. You just have to remember there's no rush, and just take your time and enjoy it. Another one down. You have to plan out the route a little bit and plan out what you're going to do, and your plans very much depend on what they do, but you can make them do certain things by drawing them out with diversion lures and stuff like that. Okay, now we know there's nothing behind us. All the targets are in front and to the right. But it's very, very easy, especially when you're playing on extreme level, to be seen. And so you can beat it, and it's very rewarding, because the game does show you no mercy, I have to admit. So use the drone, look where everybody is, and plan the route, and plan what you're going to do, where you're going to drop them accordingly. Now we're going to take out that mortar. That's the last phone call you're making, dude. Okay, now we have the 3 on the hill. And that's all. Although the Ladykiller is very accurate and very powerful, I don't actually try and play too much over here and use it as a sniper rifle as such. So try and get as close as you can when using it, and you can ensure a good clean shot and therefore not get discovered. Okay. So you need to look at where they are, look at what they're doing. Okay, we'll take him out now. Headshot. Lovely. Now we only have 3 more. I could have taken him out at the start of the mission as I went into the compound with a sniper rifle, but as I say, I was doing this with pistols only. I only took out the 2 snipers in the towers. So that's fair play. Okay, where are they? Okay, have a good look around. So I think there are 3 left. I really like the diversion lures. I don't find the noisemaker drone terribly effective. I've just started using the flare and I've just started using the flashbang. But the diversion lure in the number 4 menu works a treat. And as I say, I never use the noisemaker on the drone because I just don't find it doesn't work very well. But everyone's got their own way of doing things. This is just the way I do things. Another one down. 2 left. Again, it's very tempting to rush around and just like blast away, but I have to admit I did this mission before I recorded this one and I got down to the last guy and I missed the shot and I got taken out. So I'm being extra careful here. No point in rushing at the end. Here we see another diversion lure.
Flash crash for these hombres.
Create a diversion and that'll break up the pattern. Can't get through there. So now that didn't work. So we'll just use the building. Always look around corners. You have to really be observational and, you know, immerse yourself in the environment. And it pays off. Okay. We're coming up to the last 2 targets now. Again, look around corners. Now I could have dropped him against the wall, but there's a good chance the other guy would have seen him. So I waited till he got round the truck when there's no way he could have seen him. And there's our last target.
Okay.
Now you'll see me use the drone one more time, just in case there may be somebody I've missed. But I don't think so. Okay, the objective is right in front of us. Now what we're going to do is get the lorry out of the compound.
Drifting too far apart. Moving back.
Atari, this is Nomad. We've got the package you asked for. We're delivering it now.
Bravo, my friend. Drive carefully. The glass ampoules containing the vaccine are very fragile. Take a turn too quickly and...
I get it. We'll be careful.
Okay, now if you planted mines as an insurance policy against reinforcements turning up on the road leading into the base, what you need to do now is to take them out, otherwise you're going to blow the lorry up. Take it from me, it will blow up. Okay, there we go. It's always a good idea to cover your back with mines and proximity mines and whatever. But you have to remember, if you take a lorry out of a base, you need to blow the mines up, otherwise all that work will be for nothing and you'll be, well, dead. I think there were 3 mines I planted, so I've got to take out 3 mines. Excellent.
Clear out. I'll meet you there.
Support your local Santa Blanca affiliates. Santa Blanca.
Okay, there we go. There's our mission. We'll now deliver that to the rebels intact. I won't bore you with the drive on the way to the drop because it's a given that it's going to be completed. But I just thought I'd share with you some tactics and some ideas on my methodology as how I would approach a stealth mission. Observe a few little basic rules, and if you apply the same rules to any base, then you'll be fine. Just remember, you need to have a little bit of patience. You need to be very observant, and you need to bide your time and just take it easy. There is no rush. Enjoy the experience and it'll reward you. And yeah, there you go. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you learned something, and maybe you can put it into practice in your own way of doing things and help you advance a little bit more. I think this game is amazing. I've been playing it for so long now, 18 months, and I'm still not tired of it, and I'm looking forward to the next one. And yeah, okay, well, thanks for looking. If you like what you see, hit the thumbs up, give me a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll be dropping more videos on this channel very soon. And yeah, okay, well, take it easy and have fun. Bye for now.